Our journey begins in the 3rd century in the historical region of Myra in present-day Turkey. In this ancient city, a man named Nicholas was born into a wealthy family. His parents, devout Christians, died when he was young, leaving him with a significant inheritance and a deep faith. Nicholas grew up to become a bishop, known for his kindness and generosity. He used his wealth to help the needy, the sick, and the suffering. But he was not just any charitable man. He was known for his secret gift-giving. Legend has it that he would toss coins through open windows at night, providing for those in dire need without seeking any recognition. One story that stands out is that of a poor man with 3 daughters. The man could not afford a proper dowry for his daughters, which meant they were unlikely to marry. Upon hearing this, Nicholas decided to help. Under the cover of night, he threw bags of gold through their window, providing each daughter with a dowry. This act of secret gift-giving is one of the many reasons he is remembered and celebrated today. Over time, the generosity and kindness of Bishop Nicholas didn't just earn him sainthood, they also transformed him into a legendary figure. He became known as Sinterklaas, a name derived from Sint Nicolaas, the Dutch name for Saint Nicholas. Sinterklaas is now a beloved character in Dutch folklore, known for his red bishop's dress and his white horse. He is often depicted with a long white beard, a red mitre, and a gold staff. Most importantly, Saint Nicholas became the patron saint of children. His legacy of secret gift-giving has evolved into a tradition where Sinterklaas brings presents to children on the eve of his feast day, December 6th. So, from a benevolent bishop in Turkey, we come to the celebration of a legend in the Netherlands. But how did this transformation happen? Let's find out. Fast forward to the Middle Ages, when the veneration of Saint Nicholas spread from Turkey to Europe. As we leave behind the dusty trails of history, we find ourselves in the 13th century, a time of castles, knights, and the burgeoning spread of cultural traditions across borders. In this era, the tradition of celebrating Saint Nicholas made a significant journey from its roots in the Byzantine Empire, crossing vast lands and seas to take root in the fertile cultural soil of the Netherlands. This was a time when the Dutch were beginning to form their unique identity, and the celebration of Saint Nicholas, or Sinterklaas as he came to be known, became an integral part of that process. Saint Nicholas was a figure who embodied the spirit of generosity and kindness, values that resonated deeply with the Dutch people. He was seen as a protector of children, a bringer of gifts, and a symbol of hope in the harsh winter months. In the Netherlands, the eve of Saint Nicholas's Day became a time of great anticipation and joy. This was not just a religious event, but a cultural one, deeply woven into the fabric of Dutch society. Families would gather together, children eagerly awaiting the arrival of Sinterklaas and the gifts he would bring. There would be songs, stories, and a feast to honor the beloved saint. Gift-giving, in particular, became a cornerstone of the celebration. It was not simply about the material gifts, but the spirit of generosity they represented. The act of giving was seen as a way to emulate the kindness of Saint Nicholas, to bring a little bit of his spirit into their own homes. Thus, the tradition of Sinterklaas was deeply ingrained in Dutch culture, but the story doesn't end there. As we move into the modern era, the celebration of Sinterklaas takes on new forms and meanings. Sinterklaas, the jolly gift-giving figure, has always been a symbol of joy and generosity. However, as we journeyed from the past into the present, his image and the festivities surrounding him have transformed and evolved. This evolution is most evident in the mid-19th century, with the introduction of a character that has since become synonymous with the Sinterklaas festivities, Zwarte Piet or Black Pete. Zwarte Piet, initially introduced in a children's book, was portrayed as Sinterklaas's helper. Over time, this character has become an integral part of the Sinterklaas tradition. Children eagerly await the arrival of Sinterklaas and Zwarte Piet, who bring gifts and merriment. However, it's important to note that the portrayal of Zwarte Piet has sparked a significant debate in recent years. The character, traditionally depicted with black face, red lips, and an afro wig, has been called out for racial insensitivity. This has led to widespread discussions about the character's origins and the appropriateness of his depiction in today's society. The debates have been passionate, with some advocating for the preservation of tradition, while others push for change to ensure the celebration is inclusive and respectful to all. In response to this, Dutch society has shown its adaptability. In many parts of the Netherlands, the character of Zwarte Piet has been transformed into Zwarte Piet or Sooty Piet, a character whose face is streaked with soot from sliding down chimneys, a nod to the story of how Sinterklaas delivers his gifts. This adaptation is a testament to the resilience of the Dutch people and their willingness to address and adapt to societal changes. Despite the controversies, Sinterklaas remains a beloved figure. His story continues to evolve, reflecting the changing times and the values of Dutch society. The celebration of Sinterklaas today is as much a testament to the enduring charm of this festive tradition as it is a reflection of the Netherlands' ability to adapt and evolve. Now, let's take a look at how the Dutch celebrate this unique holiday today. Scene script. Every year, on the evening of December 5th, Dutch children eagerly await the arrival of Sinterklaas. Let's dive into the heart of the celebration, a spectacle that grips the Netherlands with festive fervor. Known as Pakjesavond or Parcels Evening, this is the time when Sinterklaas, the generous bishop, leaves presents in children's shoes, a tradition that fills the air with anticipation and excitement. The celebration kicks off with the arrival of Sinterklaas, not on a sleigh drawn by reindeers, but on a steamboat from Spain. This grand entrance, often televised, is a spectacle to behold, with the Saint Nicholas figure donned in his red bishop's attire, leading a parade through the streets accompanied by his helpers, the Zwarte Pieten. The streets of the Netherlands come alive with the sounds of traditional Sinterklaas songs. Children, with their faces aglow, sing in unison, their voices echoing through the chilly winter air. Songs about Sinterklaas and his helpers, their journey from Spain, and the joy of receiving gifts all form part of this melodious tradition. And then there's the exchange of gifts, a highlight of the evening. But these are no ordinary presents. They often come with a humorous poem, a personal touch that adds a layer of warmth and intimacy to the act of gift-giving. But what's a celebration without food? Sinterklaas is no exception. The holiday is marked by the aroma of peppernoten, tiny spiced biscuits wafting through Dutch homes. And then there are the chocolate letters, a sweet tradition where everyone receives a chocolate initial of their first name. A delightful treat that adds a touch of sweetness to the festivities. In the midst of these vibrant traditions, there's a sense of togetherness, a feeling of unity that transcends age and background. It's a time when the Dutch come together to celebrate, to share, and to keep alive a tradition that's been a part of their culture for centuries. And so, the tradition of Sinterklaas, with its unique blend of history, mythology, and modern celebration, continues to thrive in the Netherlands. From a 3rd century bishop in Turkey to a major holiday in the Netherlands, the story of Sinterklaas is truly fascinating. Let's take a moment to remember the journey we've taken together in this video. We began in the distant past with the origins of Sinterklaas, a figure born out of the tales and legends surrounding St. Nicholas, a bishop from the 3rd century who lived in what is now modern-day Turkey. Known for his generosity and kindness, the story of this man of faith crossed borders, taking root in different cultures, each adding its unique touch to the narrative. Our journey then took us across borders to the Netherlands. Here, the veneration of Sinterklaas grew over time, weaving itself into the cultural fabric of the nation. From simple religious observances, the celebration evolved into a deeply cherished tradition, becoming a cornerstone of Dutch culture. As we moved into the modern era, we saw how the Sinterklaas tradition continued to evolve, reflecting the changing times. We discussed the controversies and debates that have surrounded the tradition and how these dialogues have led to changes, making the celebration more inclusive and representative of the diverse Dutch society. And finally, we delved into the heart of the modern-day Sinterklaas celebration. We saw how the holiday is a time for togetherness, for joy, and for generosity. A time when children and adults alike partake in the festivities, sharing gifts, sweets, and creating cherished memories. So there we have it, a journey from the distant past to the present, tracing the evolution of a beloved tradition. The story of Sinterklaas is a testament to the power of stories, of traditions, and of cultural exchange. It is a story that continues to be written, shaped by the people who celebrate it year after year. Whether you're a Dutch culture enthusiast or just curious about world traditions, we hope you enjoyed this journey into the history and celebration of Sinterklaas. Until next time, goodbye and tot ziens!